Because I like her better?
Ready.
Kellen, what did you like best about how you played tonight?
I felt like me and all the receivers, pretty much every play, were on the same page, and we got a lot of zone coverage tonight, and I felt like we were able to find the voids, and Q did a good job on one of the over routes, feeling just like a big pocket in the middle of the zone, and, was able to throttle down for me. So just pretty much as a whole, I thought me and the receivers were on the same page tonight.
Now we'll go to Gabe here in front. And then we'll go to Jim.
How good did you feel about being able to just get into a rhythm pretty early? And good did you feel, too, about making throws under pretty intense pressure? A lot of times some of your best throws came when they were right there.
Yeah, I felt pretty comfortable all night, and I just kind of goes back to off season. I prided myself on a lot of footwork stuff, just keeping my same base, and, always got to, no matter what, trust your offensive line and back to pick something up. Obviously, I know I'm going to get hit some plays, but just got to trust your eyes and, feel the rush. So I feel like just kind of a lot of the work that I put in this offseason kind of led me to have a good game tonight.
We'll stay on the right with Jenny.
Do you feel like you learned anything about your team tonight now that you guys finally got to be in a real game and out of practice?
I thought our physicality was pretty good tonight. I feel like it's going to have to get better for next week, but we're striving for excellence, and it takes everybody. So even I got to play better. I can't have a turnover in the red zone, how I did tonight. So it's going to take everybody to beat Clemson.
Right in the front to Travis.
How would you rate your performance tonight as far as making accurate throws and really important pinpoint throws, kind of fitting into windows?
I thought it was really good, and like I said before, I felt like the receivers, we were all on the same page, and we repped these plays, and we knew exactly what they were going to run. They didn't show it that much on the defensive side tonight, but pretty much on everything, we knew exactly how the receivers are going to adjust to it, whether they're going to keep a high on a flag route, break it off. So just a lot of adjustments in this offense, and I feel like I was able to trust my receivers, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do. So.
You think it was your best game in that regard?
Ever? I really don't. Possibly, I don't know. Maybe if I didn't have the interception, but that was a big one for me.
We'll go to Sam and Justin on the left, and then back to Brent.
Kellen, Jay Sean and Spiller both had some pretty big performances tonight. How valuable a weapon are those guys, and what have you learned about them as they've stepped into kind of a bigger role with Travion gone?
I thought they had a really good night, and obviously they weren't busting out runs, but you keep getting 4, 5, 6 yards, they're just chunking away at more yards, and it really helps when they could go out wide and catch stuff out the backfield, and just a really versatile back. So I thought they did a really good job tonight.
Staying on the left to Justin.
Kellen, we talked during the week about the timer in your head kind of getting faster if you know when to either get out or do something with the ball, and Jimbo had said you got to your 3rd and 4th reads tonight. Just how quickly are you processing the defense and what they're trying to do to you guys?
It was pretty quick tonight, and I prided myself a lot in training my eyes, and like you said, that timer in your head. But based on the coverage, I kind of know exactly where to go with the ball, and you could try to, I just have to trust my eyes and trust my reads, and deliver the ball with confidence. And I felt like we were both the whole offense was on the same page tonight in the pass game.
Back to the right to Brent, and then Kirk, and then Christy.
Coach Fisher said y'all didn't do anything with Clemson in the past week, didn't talk about it. He said that's a fact. How difficult was that for y'all to avoid Clemson talk or anything involving Clemson?
Personally, I didn't think it was that hard. We're going to take it one game at a time, and all my effort and preparation and everything was into Texas State. All the stuff that I worked on, they came out and ran the same exact stuff that I prepared. So we're going to have to take it one game at a time. So now we're going to start, Clemson, working on that probably tomorrow, and then we'll go on from there.
Kirk on the right.
Kellen, with the struggles of y'all's secondary last year, what were your impressions of their improvement tonight, and do they pick you off much in practice?
They had a really good game tonight. I think 4 interceptions. But sometimes that goes to a defensive line, but I feel like the whole defense was on the same page tonight. And, I think last year some of those plays they weren't making, but, I feel like just some of the work that they put in this offseason and, you know, them being able to go up against this offense. And I feel like iron sharpens iron. So, you know, we kind of go back and forth. But, you know, I felt like they had a really good night tonight, and we're going to need that next week too.
Right here on the right to Christy.
Now that you've gotten through this first game, how much do you look forward to and relish the opportunity to play against the #1 team in the nation?
You know, I'm excited. It's just another opportunity for us. Same thing as tonight. We just get to go out and face another opponent. Just, you know, Coach always emphasizes it's a faceless opponent. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We got to go in this whole week, prepare, and, you know, just focus on us and what we can do.
Wrap it up with Justin on your left.
Pretty sure Jamon went without a touchdown last year. How nice was it to get him on that fade route on the one and just, I think, 6 catches overall for him tonight. Just him being in the offense. Kellen, what's that do for you guys?
I was excited for him, and, you know, we kind of knew we were going to call that going in, and, you know, he actually asked him what he wanted to run, and he called that fade route. So just, you know, kind of me, Jimbo, and, you know, the receivers being on the same page is kind of how I talk about in the offseason, developing that trust that we have. So he was able to make a great catch in the back corner, and but, you know, many more to come this season.